Let's get this 500 off right, boy!
We'll come home and win the Daytona 500!
Eric Monaco is gonna win at Pocono for the Subway 100.
Jake Galloway will win at Darlington in the Powerway Truck Series.
Coming off the corner, it's going to be Ben Crouch taking home the win here at Chicagoland.
Really though? No he won't! Kuklon! What's up everyone, it's your boy Let's Racing 97, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Road America, as today we will find out who will move on into the round of 8 and move one step closer into making it into the Season 3 Final 4, and after today 4 more drivers will see the championship hopes get smashed right before their very eyes. This is Road America, the second road course race on the season, and the first time ever that the Cup Series is here at this racetrack. This 4-mile long road course is a very tricky one. We saw what happened yesterday in the truck race. The carousel bit like 10 or 12 different people. This turn right here bit a couple of people in the qualifying race for the truck race. And then turn 1 had some carnage, turn 2 had carnage. This track is carnage. It's a very tough road course, and this is going to be very interesting to see who moves on to the round of 8 and who gets left behind in the round of 12. This is how the points shake up after a wild Talladega. Zachary DiLello won at Talladega, so now Wadraway and Zachary DiLello are both locked in to the round of 8, especially Kuklon, the best one on points that could very well be in. He's plus 37 right now. Johnny Garner plus 22, Bradley Green plus 14, Mitchell Collins plus 11, Angel Olvera plus 10, and Noah Clifton plus 5. Those are the 8 that are in as of now. And then the 4 that are outside the cutoff line coming into this race are Diego Yepes, 5 points out, Wyatt Quayle, 5 points out, who won at Watkins Glen last time we were on a road course. Brett Cedar, 10 points out, and Rob Evans, 17 points out. So, this is going to be a wild one for sure. Don't really know what to expect, but all I have to say is that this is going to be a good one. First ever time here at Watkins Glen for the Cup Series. Race number 20 on the season. 5 more races to go until we crown a champion in the Red Bull Cup Series. Everyone is rolling off, and here is the top 10 for the MilwaukeeTools 400K. Bronze America on the pole, Noah Clifton in second, Mitchell Collins in third, Mott Davidson in fourth, Francois Chastain in fifth, Noggin Scott in 6th, Quentin Moore in 7th, the 17 of Daniel Voiles in 8th, 9th is William Block, and rounding out the top 10 is the 95 of Christian Vargas. Here we go. For the first time ever in the Red Bull Cup Series, it's time to go road course racing at Road America, the round of 12. And today, we are green at Road America. So far, so good in the first early part of this lap. We actually made it through turn 2 this time without having carnage on lap number 1. Noah Clifton trying to chase down Blossom, and the key is a man on a mission today. He's only +5. He has not won yet this season. He could have won Las Vegas and not worried about Talladega or Road America, but he had to pit late. This man has been choked out, or not really choked out, but cheated out of the wins multiple times this season. The Coca-Cola 600 in Las Vegas last amount are 2 mentions of it. But he wants to make it on either on points or a win, but I think at this point Noah Clifton just wants a freaking win in the Red Bull Cup Series. But Boston Minnick, who got out, who got kind of screwed, I guess you could say, at Michigan, and got eliminated from the round of 16. He wants to steal a win from one of these playoff drivers here today at Road America, but Clifton gonna get to the corner panel, try getting something to work on the top side, but that did not work, and he's gonna stay in second. Mitchell Collins in third, Boyles in fourth, Scott in fifth, Mark Davison in sixth, Francois Chastain in seventh. The 34 of the Quentin Moore, the All-Star race winner, is gonna be in 8th, Angel Oveda in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Eli Bright, the guy that's last in points. Hendrick Motorsports has been terrible this season besides Brett Sealer, and there's 2 of them that are 10th and 11th right now. Has anything happened? No. We are fine. No incidents have happened yet, but right when I was looking through the top 10, Noah Clifton was able to get past the number 12 of Bronson Minnick, and now Noah Clifton for Stockholm Racing. It's already been announced that he's going over to a big Ford car team of Hendrick Motorsports next. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. That was the original announcement, but now recently that deal fell through. And now Noah Clifton's going to go to Toyota next season, driving MB Motorsports single car team, but with a all-star, not all-star, but with a part-time car up to 49. So Noah Clifton is going to be a single car, or is going over to MBM for the rookie season in the Cup Series as a full-time team. So that's going to be interesting for him. He could move over there as the champion if he can make it into the round of 8 and into the round of 4. But you can just tell, this is not like what it was in the truck race. They are spread out severely right now here at Road America. Last time by the top 10 was separated by 6 seconds. But so far there's been no carnage yet. But we're only on lap 2 of 16. There will be 2 pit stops today. 1 or 2, something like that. So that could be interesting late in the going. But these top 2 are pulling away from Mitchell Collins. A 1.5, basically a 1.5 second gap from Minnick, from Clifton to Minnick. And from 1st to 10th is already 7 seconds. That's just how much of a difference this 750 horsepower is, compared to the truck series that normally have the same package, at least the engine package. But so far, so good on lap number 3 of 16 here at Road America. But they are getting very, very tight, that's for sure. Out of the playoff drivers, so far, Noah Clifton would be in on a win. Mitchell Collins came in here plus 11, he would comfortably be in. Angel Oveda came in here plus 10, he would be good. Bradley Ween came in here plus 14, so he would be good. But a lot of racing to go, only on lap 3 of 16 here at Road America. And right now, Noah Clifton getting challenged the heck out of from the number 12 up Bronson Minute. Clifton runs wide. Minute gets to the corner panel, gets sideways, and he's gonna try to get the race lead back from Noah Clifton. But Clifton is gonna take it right back, not letting Minute do anything to try to stop him. Clifton wants this race win. He's been cheated out of wins all season long, like 2, 3, 4 times. He's been cheated out of wins. As Bronson messed up turn 2 so badly that Mitchell Collins, who was the second bat, passed him and easily will in that number 2 machine. And now is playoff drivers 1-2 here at Road America. So far a fairly calm race, not what I was expecting at all. Here at Road America, we saw the truck races was anything but calm. But so far, this is way calmer than I thought it would be. But this is the first ever Cup race at Road America for these guys, so they're probably just taking it easy right now. But how about Penske? Right now they are 2-3. The Alliance car is in 6th, and then Ballerine is in 15th. So all 3 Penske cars plus the Wood Brothers car are all inside the top 15 right now. That is impressive. But so far, no one's made any mistakes so far. No one's gone off track. None of that. Looking through the field, Kuklon, he's 30th right now. So he's gotta be happy. I'm thankful that he came in here plus 37 right now. Or he would be probably out. Good thing for Roger. He already won at Las Vegas, so he's already locked in. He's 31st, and DiLello, he's deep in the field. He won at Talladega, so he's already locked in. So the lowest playoff driver that is not locked in is Kukulon. But Quail came in here 5 points below the cutoff line, and he's deep in the field. He's 29th right now, and that's not what he needs. Johnny Gunner's deep in the field in 26th. He came in here plus 22. Rob Evans and Brett Sealer, they came in here minus 10 and minus 17, and they are 22nd and 23rd right now. So, and then Diego Yepez is 17th. So most of the playoff drivers are, yeah, I don't know. The way it's looking like, it might not change that much for the top 8. The only thing I could see is maybe Garner getting bumped, either Garner or Kuklon getting bumped, and Yepez getting in. But only lap 5 of 16. There will be one on the edge of 2 pit stops. It's right on the edge of 1 to 2 pit stops in this race. So, still a lot of time here in the Milwaukee Tools 400. But right now, Mitchell Collins closing in on Noah Clifton from help from Bronson Minnick. And there's only one Chevy in the top 5, and that is Noah Clifton. It's Penske Ford, Welsh Ford, Wood Brothers Ford for the rest of the top 5. But O'Vale, he's moving his way up. He was 10th, I believe, and now he's going to take 7th or 8th away. It's going to take 7th away from Mark Davison. Fairly surprised that we've had no carnage yet in this race, but Mitchell Collins made some mistake, and now Bronson Minnick is going to do with what Collins did a couple of laps ago and take advantage of Collins' mistake, and he's going to fall back to 3rd, and if he's not careful, Voiles might be able to catch up and pass him as well. Voiles having an outstanding day, not really have a good season, but definitely having a good race here so far. Of course, he won the part-time race for the truck series as well, so he has more laps than most of these guys. But of course, same can be said for Noah Clifton. He ran laps yesterday in the truck race as well, so he knows this track just as good as foils. And so did Francois Chastain in the 21. So a lot of guys that ran in the truck race are showing speed early on here at Watkins Glen. I mean, at World America. I think we should see pit stops about lap 6 or lap 8, because that's what we saw in the truck race yesterday. So it should be about the same. Noah Clifton controlling this race lead, still searching for his first win in the Red Bull Cup Series. Can he get it done? Will today finally be the day that Noah Clifton can win? We just have to wait and see. 6 laps down, 10 laps to go here at World America for the first ever Cup race at this 4-mile long road course. Mitchell Collins makes that same mistake again in turn number 2. And now Foils and Francois Chastain are both going to pass Collins. So he's lost 3 spots by doing the same mistake twice. Things are not going Mitchell Collins' way right now in that number 2 machine for Penske, but he's doing what he needs to do. He doesn't need to do anything too aggressive. He comes in here plus 11. Of course, Penske had all 3 of their cars in, and right now, the way it's looking, 2 out of the 3 Penske cars will possibly make it into the round of 8. But Noah Clifton doing a great job, almost his second lead over Bronson Milliken second. Foils in 3rd, Chastain in 4th. Collins in 5th, the Daytona 500 winner. Noggin Scott in 6th, Ovella in 7th, Davison in 8th. Quentin Moore in 9th, also he's winning in Eli Blight. This is who I'm really impressed with, Eli Blight. He's last in points, but then again, like, the only season that this 48 car was somewhat good was season number 1 with Nathan Fane, as some people are pitting. Angel Ovella, Noggin Scott, the first two cars to pit, and here comes more focus. Weem, Watson, Evans, and a whole group of cars pitting on lap number 7. Lap number 7, lap number 8. So yeah, on lap number 7, a whole bunch of cars pitting. I'd say that's about half the field that just pitted right there. And Francois Chastain, he's gonna go from 5th to 3rd, just like that. Now this could get interesting, because with half the field pitting, yeah, about half the field pitting on lap number 7. Can they make it all the way? That could be a big time question if they can make it all the way. Because I think it's 7 to 9 laps on fuel. 7 to 8, 7 to 9 laps on fuel. So this could be interesting if they can make it. Fuel mileage could potentially be a factor in this one. And could go on with a terrible pit stop for that number 41 machine. So far, in this first half of the race, it has been all Noah Clifton out front in this number 00 Starcom. Chevy Camaro. But it's gonna be interesting of how things shake up once pit stops are over. And now these guys are gonna pit on lap number 8, right at halfway. Does anyone want to gamble and stay out another lap? Or is it gonna be where half the field pits on lap 7 and half of them pit on lap 8? I think that's what it's gonna be. Half of them pit on lap 7 and half of them pit on lap 8. And that looks to be the case. So this is gonna be interesting to see of who can make it and who can't. Because this is right on the window. If it's 7 to 8 laps on fuel, then, and with it being 16 laps in this race, then that is right at halfway. Some people might, oh boy, it could be where half the field can pit and half the field cannot make it. Or like, half the field can make it and half of them can't. This could be interesting, and Ovea might have just taken the race leeway from doing like that split strategy or something. I don't know. Ovea was inside the top 10. I think he was 7th, so he just got a good pit stop for that number 18 Joe Gibbs Racing team. So here's the thing. If I'm right, which I think I am, I believe Ovea is lean, and Noah Clifton's in 2nd. He has to chase down Angel Ovea. But here's the thing, Ovea is 1 lap short on fuel, potentially. Then again, everyone could be like very, very short or very, very close on fuel. So this is gonna be very interesting of what happens here. Ovea, he comes in here plus 10, Noah Clifton plus 5, but I would imagine since he got a bonus point for leading a lap, that's plus 6, and as of now he might get the most laps led, so that would be plus 7. I think as long as nothing bad happens to Noah Clifton, he will most likely be in to the round of 8. But let's see, is my theory right? Is Angel Ovea the race leader? I think he is. And he is. Angel Ovea is the race leader over Noah Clifton. And there's a 3.86 second gap. That's a massive gap. Almost a 4-second gap between himself and Noah Clifton. And for Clifton, he has 7 laps to do it. He has a fast car, but then again, we saw Ovea like go from 10th to 7th, so he has a fast car as well. Ovea trying to get 2nd win on the season. He did a clutch performance at Pocono in the very last race of the regular season, but ever since then he's been red hot in these playoffs. He pointed his way in through the round of 16. And right now he's pointing his way in. Pretty solidly in a position where he is plus 10 and now plus 11 since he's gained since he got a bonus point for leading a lap. But Ovea doesn't really care about points right now. He wants to win. But like the same can be said for Clifton with how many times he's been so close. It's gonna be interesting. Chastain in 3rd. Vargas in 4th, Minnick in 5th, Scott in 6th, Foyles in 7th. Oh boy. Mitchell Collinsman from 5th to 8th. Ben Watson up to 9th now for Stuart Haas, and then Eli Bright in 10th. Quinton Moore in 11th, Mark Davison in 12th, Josh Williamson in 13th. Bradley William in 14th, about where he was before pit stops. William Block in 15th, Jake Galloway in 16th, Evan Hunter in 17th, Yepes in 18th. Sam Winkle in 19th, and I believe Carl Williamson is 20th right now. 21st, I think. Actually, no, I think he's 20th. Yeah, I think the 20 car is 20th. Nope, he's 21st. Wait. Nope, he's 20th. So yeah, I was right. So the 4 drivers are outside the cutoff line. Yepes, Quail, Sealer, and Evans, they are not doing so hot. Yepes is 18th. Sealer is in 23rd. I don't know what that was in the background. If you heard that, you probably did. But Sealer's 23rd. And then Rob Evans is 25th, and Wyatt Quail is 26th. So right now, it's not really looking good for the 4 drivers that came in outside of the cutoff line right now. Where's Kuklon though? That's the only question I have. Kuklon is 38th. Not a good day for him whatsoever. 38th, he came in the 37 points above the cutoff line. But Yepes, I think Kuklon is still gonna be good. It really is. And where Yepes is at right now too, so I know it's gonna be close. If Yepes moves up any ground, then he could make it in, but I think top 8 that came in here, and oh, Ovea coming back down. Ovea, for whatever reason, is coming back down onto pit road. There's nothing on why he's on pit road either. They are potentially. Are we gonna see pit stops again, like 5 laps after? Well, because he's not the only one. Focus is on pit road. Benny Watson is on pit road. This is like 4 or 5 laps after these guys pitted. The only thing I can think of is that some of these guys realize that they can't make it on fuel, so they are just pitting again with 4 or 5 laps left in this race. But man, now this is gonna be interesting because now Noah Clifton is leading, and he has about 2.5 second gap over himself and Francois Chastain. If that's what they are doing, pitting now so they can make it all the way, then this could be interesting. A action-free race, I guess you can say. Not really been much action in this race. They're doing a good job not getting into each other for the first time ever for the Cup Series here, but so far no carnage, so far not much passing either. Is Noah Clifton gonna pit? No, he stayed out. So for whatever reason, Benny Watson, Christian Vargas, and Angel Ovea pitted. But now, that might hurt Ovea. That might have just taken out Ovea from making it into the round of 8, potentially. If no one else has to pit, and like, if it does not go full cycle. Obviously, I guess Ovea, Vargas, and Watson, they want this to go like the full cycle and cycle out with 4 laps to go. But oh boy, if that's not the case, then I don't think Ovea's gonna make it into the round of 8 because of that. I don't know why he would pit when he was leading. Oh boy. Very interesting strategy for the Joe Gibbs racing team of Angel Ovea. They went from having all 4 of the cars in, to having Jake Galloway and Carl Friesen getting eliminated in the round of 16, to potentially, in the round of 8, only have 1 car in the round of 8 of Roger Way, if it does not cycle out. But one thing is for certain is that Francois Chastain is 0.4 of a second faster than Noah Clifton last time by. So if these guys don't have to pit, and if Watson, Vargas, and Ovella were just being weird and pitted all by themselves, then it could come down to Vargas. I mean, it could come down to Chastain, Minnick, and others trying to chase down Noah Clifton. Let's see, what's the gap this time by? Because maybe Noah Clifton just made a mistake. He was... No, Francois Chastain was 1/10 of a second faster than Noah Clifton that last time by. So 1.47 seconds with 3 laps to go at Watkins Glen. Is anyone else pitting? No, they're not. Actually, yes, they are. Johnny Garner's pitting on lap 14. That's big because Johnny Garner came in here 22 points above the cutoff line. And looks like he just did a stop and go. So, for like a splash of fuel. Maybe O'Fallon and his team thought the right thing and that people wouldn't be able to make it all the way. Well, like some people wouldn't be able to make it all the way. Because that's 4 people now that have pitted, but then again, that's 4 people out of 42 cars. There's still 38 cars that have not pitted yet, from my knowledge. With 3 laps to go. But man, if these guys don't have to pit, well, like if these leaders don't have to pit, then we could see a epic battle between Noah Clifton, Francois Chastain, and Blossom for this race win. See, does Noah Clifton pit? Nope, he stays out. Francois Chastain stays out. Minute stays out. I think a lot of these guys are willing to stay out. Oh, not against Scott can't make it. Well, he decides to pit. Oh no, Brad Luim has to pit. Rob Evans has to pit. So many championship contenders have to pit. And oh boy, this is coming with like 2 laps to go. And a lot of people are pitting this time by. Well, I mean, it was lap 14. They did pit on lap 7 to lap 8. And that's about lap 14 to 15. Oh boy. Watch Ovella somehow pull this off with the win because he was the first one to pit. Oh boy. Can Noah Clifton, Francois Chastain, can any of these leaders save enough fuel? This is a big work course, and they still have to save like 6 miles worth of fuel. This is about halfway through this lap. So they have to save a lap and a half of fuel, save 6 miles of fuel. And apparently something happened to the 32 of Bobby Frazier because he has back end damage. Oh, that's what happened. The 71 of Logan Williams is all kinds of destroyed. That 71 machine is destroyed, so that's something that we have to take a look at the end of this race. But back to the race leader of Noah Clifton. He's staying out. So is Francois Chastain. The top 5 stay out. Eli Bright is in 6th. A great one from that number 48 team. Great one for William Block as well. Final lap here at Road America. And the gap has closed a lot. It's down to just 0.8 of a second. Crampton has to pit. Alexander Rowe has to pit. People still have to pit. Olvea's now 27th. At least last time by. He might be 24th this time by. Olvea might make it by the skin of his teeth. Olvea's 21st now. Meanwhile, back to the battle for the race lead for the last lap. This is the gap. Chastain is closing on Clifton. Clifton has been so close so many times. He's never finished second. He's never won a race, but he's finished third multiple times. He's been cheated out of a win multiple times. The regular season champion. He came in here +5 after Talladega. He could have won Las Vegas. But as long as he does not run out of fuel, as long as he does not make a mistake, the Aussie, Noah Clifton, could finally get his first career Rumble Cup Series win. Local Williams still can't see what's in front of him in that 71 machine. I think Noah Clifton did a good job at Watkins Glen too, but he also got cheated out of a win there. But he's not going to get cheated out of a win either today. The Coca-Cola 600, the second Las Vegas race, and multiple other races, he's came close, but today's the day. Noah Clifton for Star Column Racing will win, finally, in the Rumble Cup Series. He didn't need to win. I think at that point, if he just finished second, he would have made it in on points. But he wanted to get this race win. He dominated it. He got the job done. Noah Clifton gets his first win on the season. I talked to him on Discord a few weeks ago, and he said that if he wants to win this championship, he needs to get at least one win. Well, there it is. There it is. Noah Clifton, first win on the season for Noah Clifton. And he gets the job done. The number 2 of Mitchell Collins gets 4th. That will be plenty good enough for him to make it into the round of 8. Yepes gets 11th. That might have just bumped him in by the skin of his teeth. Wyatt Quayle got 18th. Brett Seal got... Actually, yeah, Brett Seal got 17th. Wyatt Quayle got 18th. DiLello 19th. O'Bailen 20th. Bradley Weem 23rd. I think he still should be good. Garner 26th. Rob Evans 25th. Roger Ray was already in. Got 31st. I'm really nervous about Kuklon. He finished 37th and he had a 37-point buffer. I don't know about Kuklon. He might not make it into the round of 8. Man. Before we get to the finishing results yet, let's see what happened for the only incident on the day between Bobby Frazier and Logan Williams during the second round of pit stops. Here we go. This is what happened to Logan Williams and Bobby Frazier on pit road. It was actually Elijah Gordon who bumped into the side of him, and then he had nowhere to go but break into the 32 of Bobby Frazier, and that's where he got all of his damage from. And that's what ultimately killed Logan Williams' day here at Watkins Glen. And then he just had to limp around and not being able to hardly see a single thing. Man, tough way for Logan Williams for that number 71 Tommy Baldwin racing Camaro. But it wasn't a tough wait for it was Noah Clifton. Noah Clifton and that Starcom Racing team, they've been one of the most consistent teams, one of the best teams all season long, but they haven't been able to win. And now they get a win. They win here at Road America and get the job done. Francois Chastain in second, Minnick in third, Collins in fourth, Foyle in fifth, White in sixth, Williamson in seventh, Block in eighth, Davison in ninth, and Clinton Moore rounds out the top. And no one finished the race a lap down, and no one crashed out of the race. I'm sure that Logan Williams didn't DNF from that, but he didn't. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Kuklon's gonna make it. I think it's gonna be really close for Gardner, and I think it's gonna be really, really close for Kuklon. Yepes, Quayle, and Sealer all got great ones today. All got in the top 20. Gardner got 26. He came in here plus 22. And Kuklon came in here plus 37 and he finished 37. I don't think this will happen, but it could very well be with both Evans, Gardner Motorsports cars get out in the round of 12. But I know. I'm sorry if that was kind of a boring race. I didn't think it was gonna be boring, but as you could probably tell in my voice, I was not into it that well. It was not that exciting. It wasn't like the 12th race at all. And I don't know. Testing it was fine, but oh well. But there you have it. The round of 12 is over, and now we have 4 races left in season number 3. Charlotte, Chicagoland, Phoenix, and Homestead to end season number 3. Ah, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Noah Clifton on winning the MilwaukeeTools 400K at World America. Until the points, the playoff points, looking at the points is coming up at the end of the video. And until Charlotte next time out for a stand-alone event for the Red Bull Cup Series at Charlotte, I will see you guys then. Congratulations once again to Noah Clifton on winning here at World America. And until next time, I'm NSRacing97, aka Nathan Stapleton, and I will see you guys at Charlotte. Bye!